presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Snap Camp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926.
Welcome to an absolutely jam-packed playoff edition of State Champs. We're presented by Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare, but you know that by now. I'm Lauren Plant.
And I'm Jenna Skelski. And if you are a high school wrestling fan, State Champs is going the extra mile for you. If you have not seen our expanded highlight show of the team wrestling finals, you can watch it right now on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, as well as our Facebook and YouTube page.
That's right. We're going to do the same for this weekend's individual wrestling championship at Ford Field. Next week, you get a full show with all the action. It's the most coverage we've ever done, and that's not all. Boys and girls team bowling is getting the same treatment. Highlights from every single division will also debut later this week on our website and social media.
And hey, we know there are thousands of cheer fans in the state. I had a blast at the state finals this weekend, so of course you're getting your own highlight show with more coverage than we've ever given to the cheer state finals. It's going to be incredible.
I know. Speaking of thousands, we gave the same red carpet treatment for volleyball, boys soccer, girls swimming, and cross country. And just between Facebook and our YouTube channel, we have had well over 200,000 views. And that's not even counting our website hits. You want to know why we do it? That's why. Tons of basketball on this show, some hockey too, so let's go.
We begin with a Division I district opener at Davison High School. Grand Blanc taking on our number 2 ranked team in D1, Flint Carmen Ainsworth. The Cavs came in 17-2, Saginaw Valley League title. First quarter action, Jaden Nunn breaking ankles and calling glass. Thank you very much. Carmen Ainsworth up 12-9 after the first. Grand Blanc looking to bounce back after losing by 30 in the regular season finale. In the second, Cats went on a 20-0 run after the turnover. Matai Swain outlets to Ty Rogers. The jam. JB led 24-15 into the locker room. Let's move all the way to a thrilling fourth quarter. Grand Blanc up 37-36. Kevin Rice pulling up. Oh, that's nice. Bobcats up by a triple with about a minute left. Back comes CA. 40 seconds to go. They worked the ball around to Nunn. Ice in his veins. We were tied at 39. After Grand Blanc went up by 1, Cavs had the ball with 5 seconds left. Dustin Fletcher has a great look at the basket for the win. That's a tough way to lose. Grand Blanc, the definition of surviving and advancing. 40-39 the final. We stay in Division I at Detroit Western High School. Another great matchup to open up the playoffs. Never gets any bigger than when rivals Cass Tech and King face off, especially when the season is on the line. Cass Tech, the reigning Detroit PSL City Champs, ranked 7th in Division I. First half, the senior Michael Washington Hill with a beautiful move inside. Technicians led 16-12 at halftime. These teams split the regular season series. Crusaders got hot in the fourth, down 10, stepping up. The freshman Chancey Willis knocking down one of his 2 late triples. Under a minute to go in the game, Crusaders down 2. Jordan Whitford was the guy who hit a game-winning bucket at the buzzer the last time King and Cass got together. The senior living large again, this time ties the game at 44. To overtime we went. Cass Tech senior Khalil Whitehead has had an amazing high school career and will continue it at Chicago State. This is filthy. Game high 22 points, knotted at 47 into a second overtime. But King's Whitford scored 16 of his team high 18 after the third quarter. Davin Walker with the 3 attempt, no, gets his own rebound, kicks to Whitford, hero once again. Detroit King upsets 7th ranked Cass Tech and advanced 55-51 the final in double OT. Let's go to girls basketball. Senior night out at Detroit Country Day. The 2-time defending Class B state champs hosted the Chargers from Midland Down. Country Day in white still trying to find themselves this season. Just a game over 500 in transition. The senior Jasmine Powell inventive in the paint. The Minnesota commit finished with 13. Midland Dow, 3rd in the state in Division I, winners of the Saginaw Valley League Red Division, 17-1 on the year. The senior Molly Davis was en fuego. Plenty of time to deposit one of her 5 trays on the night. Game high 25, Dow led 27-20 at the break. We jump to the early stages of the fourth, Country Day trailing 39-30 until the senior Maddie Novak going strong, and to the left, hoop and the harm, the Stetson recruit finished with a team-high 17. But Midland Dow outscored the Yellow Jackets in both the second and the third quarter, and that was the difference. Maisie Taylor neutralized the Country Day threat with a clutch three. The senior finished with 14. Midland Dow wins 55-46, the final 17th win in a row.
I'm Jason Hutton from the West Michigan area. We start in Division 1. Rockford 12-8 taking on 20-0 Forest Hills Northern. Huskies with the lead in the second quarter. Sophomore Ethan Erickson adds to it, drills the triple. Northern had a 5-point lead at the break. Third quarter, they add to it. Trent Summerfield, the senior, had a game-high 15. That three gives his Huskies a 10-point lead. Fourth quarter, here comes Rockford. Ashton Pokerchinski with the steal and the bucket. Rams fans feeling it. Game tied with just 3 minutes to go. Northern, though, able to finish the game on a 10-2 run, 8 free throws, and that bucket from Caleb Gildner. Huskies survive and advance with the 52-44 win over Rockford. Also in Division 1, Matawan, unbeaten, taking on Kalamazoo Central. The Wildcats beat the Maroon Giants by 1 in overtime just 20 days previous. Fourth quarter, close game. Kelby Mabin, nice bounce for Nolan Foster. The big fella led everybody with 14 points in the game. Cats had a 3-point lead. Back comes Kalamazoo Central. Trayvon Gunter gets by the defender and scores. We're back to a 1-point game. Giants hanging tough, but here comes Jaden Mabin in the post. The bucket is good. Matawan back ahead by 3. Closing seconds, Maroon Giants get a couple looks at a 3, but can't convert. Jaden Mabin, the big rebounder, gets fouled as Matawan survives. 34-31 the final. The Wildcats advance.
Let's quickly blitz through what happened at the team wrestling finals last weekend out in Kalamazoo. In Division 4, the Jackson area's Hudson in the state final match for the 10th year in a row. They take down Clinton to capture their 3rd straight D4 title, 8th in the last 10 years. For the 8th time in the last 13 years, Richmond and Dundee squared off in the D3 finale. Came down to the final match. Dundee's Jonathan White gets the win. They edge Richmond by a point. 2nd straight state title. Lowell has been top of the D2 mountain for the last 5 years. Had a good battle against Goodrich, but Jeff Leach gets the win last match of the day at 140. Red Arrows set a new MHSAA record, 6th straight state crown. Finally, in Division 1, rematch of last year's championship between Detroit Catholic Central and Brighton. The Shamrocks do it again. They three-peat, 3rd consecutive state crown. You can watch full highlights of the state finals in our digital team wrestling finals show on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, our YouTube channel, and on Facebook.
I just want to recap what Lauren and I talked about at the top of the show. Highlights of the individual wrestling, competitive cheer, and the team boys and girls bowling state finals are each getting their own show. We are giving each one of these state championships the highlights that they deserve. We love our TV show, but time is limited. Going online gives us the freedom to go deeper. Like our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll be notified the minute our digital championship shows premiere. To the fans of those sports, we say you deserve it and you're welcome. I go and focus on Project Unified when State Champs returns.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I love working for Striker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Striker because we are like a family.
At Striker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Striker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
The College Hockey Hub will be hosting the Great Lakes Showcase at Novi Ice Arena April 5th through the 7th. Did you know that about 85% of high school hockey players who play hockey at college participate on non-varsity teams? The American Collegiate Hockey Association is the leader in postgraduate hockey opportunities, and there are over 400 ACHA teams across the U.S. Head over to collegehockeyhub.org and register today. The College Hockey Hub, matching student athletes with college hockey opportunities. Welcome back to State Champs. If you have not heard of Project Unified, it is honestly life-changing. Let's go and focus. A year ago, Brighton and Novi High School had their first ever Project Unified basketball game. Fast forward a year later, and the KLAA made history with their inaugural Unified Basketball Tournament at Novi High School. This program offers students with special needs the opportunity to play alongside their peers.
Unified Sports, it's a program of Michigan Special Olympics, and really we've been able to form kind of a three-legged stool partnership with Special Olympics, the MHSAA, and then what we see today is all of our member schools. So today is really the first time that an entire league of 10 schools have been able to come together and actually have a unified basketball tournament.
The main takeaway for me is that this is a way for every student in the school to feel like they belong. Every student gets an opportunity to be on the main court. They get to have a crowd, they get to have the scoreboards. It makes them feel like they're part of the school.
In this tournament, members from all teams participate in pool play. 3 special needs athletes take the court with 2 partners to assist them, even though most don't need the help.
Hunter and I started last year for the first year, and we've had a lot of fun since. We've been friends since kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
My favorite part was just passing the ball to my teammates and having them shoot.
Me, probably scoring. Yeah.
They are the first league in all of the country to encourage league play. Even though their basketball season has officially ended, they are expanding the program into different seasons.
And so now we have 13 teams that are involved in our KLAA Unified Basketball League, and this is the end of our season. And so we have a lot of schools that aren't going to just stop at basketball. They're going to move on with bocce ball in the spring and flag football in the fall. So we're pretty excited about that. All it takes is 4 teams, 4 schools to get together and make it happen. And then after that, when you see the benefits that these kids get from this, and all the kids and their families, it is just unbelievable.
For In Focus, I'm Jenna Skalski.
Back to basketball. Belleville, the site for a Division I district semifinal between 2 huge rivals, Ypsilanti taking on Ypsilanti Lincoln. The Rail Splitters trying to defeat the Grizzlies for the 3rd time this season. It's been a breakout year for Lincoln, due in large part to the arrival of the #1 ranked freshman player in the country, Imani Bates. The 6'7" phenom can do everything. Moments after the opening tip, the step-back triple gets the crowd off their feet. Despite not winning the conference this season, Coach Steve Brooks recently grabbed his 300th win, had this team ready to make a run. The senior Markeith Browning, 6 points in the first half. We were tied at 17 after 1. Third quarter, Grizzlies trying to find that spark and grab momentum underneath the Caden Augustine, who throws it down. But Lincoln always had a counter. Some were flat out creative. Bates with the rebound, the dart down the court to a streaking Fisher, and 1. 23 points for Jalen. Rail Splitters led by 9 after 3. Credit the senior guard Christian Knox and the effort he gave for the Grizzlies. Game high 26 points in his final high school game, but Bates had 24 points and 11 rebounds. Another example of how you get both in one possession. That's nasty in the best way. Ypsilanti Lincoln moved on. They knock out Ypsilanti 65-56.
I'm Kevin Trozinski, and we go to the Disc in Dearborn for a regional semifinals matchup in hockey between Salem and Farmington United. Let's get to it. 7 minutes left on the clock in the first. Nick Perrin loses an edge, and Colin Goldniak from Salem with the takeaway. Over to Kurt Jensen in the slot with the one-timer. The biscuit in the basket. Rocks take the 1-0 lead. Still, in the first, Salem controlling the puck. The nice give and go. Sean Sogru's shot is deflected in front and flutters into the back of the net. Nathan Zillick puts his Rocks up 2-0. We now jump to the third with Salem rocking the scoreboard, up big 4-0. Josh German's first shot attempt no good. Dante Doubt gives it back to German. Farmington's goalie did not see this one coming. Salem advances to the regional final, shutting out Farmington United 7-0 your final.
Hey, Sean Belegian here, and it's time once again to update you on our Player of the Year presented by National Coney Island. We are going to freeze our top 10, but we still need you to vote. So by all means, make an effort to get out and vote. We are going to totally freeze all voting next Wednesday, and then we will announce our top 4 prior to the semifinals at USA Hockey Arena. Again, at the finals, our committee will convene and we will decide who is the 2018-2019 Player of the Year presented by National Coney Island, and we're going to be heading to your school. So just a few days left to vote. Make sure you participate in our National Coney Island Player of the Year contest.
If you love hockey, the Michigan High School Hockey Report is the talk show podcast for the high school puck purists. Are you a hoops junkie? Michigan High School Hang Time talks nothing but action on the high school hardwood. You can check out both shows on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, our Facebook page, and YouTube channel. State Champs will be back in a flash.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Falcons.
The ones who wake up every morning ready to take on the world. The ones who push their limits to be better than the rest. You're looking to join a team of leaders who want to be challenged. You want to be pushed to your limits. You value freedom and think you have what it takes. The ones with speed, strength, intellect, and determination. Michigan Army National Guard. We see you.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
This fundraiser has been awesome for our squad. We've made a lot of money, very easy to do, it's very quick to do, and it's very effective.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Okay, welcome back inside the State Champs Sports Network studio. Dan Young is here, the Executive Director of BCAM, the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. Always an exciting time of year when we finally get to find out who are going to be the finalists for our Mr. and Miss Basketball race. We'll talk about Miss Basketball next week. Let's focus on Mr. Basketball because the Final Four are finally here.
Yeah, Joe Moon, John Glenn High School, B. Artis White, Canton High School, Romeo Weems from New Haven, and Chandler Turner from Renaissance in Detroit.
Absolutely, a great pool of guys, a couple of big guys, and definitely a couple of point guards. What are your thoughts when you think about this particular group? Because it's always fun to kind of compare groups when you think about history.
B. Artis has been on the map. He's going to go to Western Michigan. His dad, Benny White, played at Michigan State. And then Joe Moon came on the scene pretty heavy this year.
Yes.
Still is uncommitted. I think a lot of schools are starting to recruit him. He had a monster year, which shows you can get on the ballot as a senior if you weren't really being talked about maybe your junior year. Chandler Turner is Mr. PSL. He is a do-it-all, long, going to Bowling Green. Has had a great year for Renaissance. And then Romeo Weems is Mr. Everything. He's been on the map for many years, and he has been as advertised. Just an outstanding player going to DePaul.
Yeah, no question about it. I think, obviously a huge honor for all these kids. All right, quickly, this show airs on Sunday. I know that the timeline is quick in terms of coaches to get their votes in.
Monday night at 9 p.m. is the deadline, so get your votes in.
All right, guys, you know what to do. Go to bcam.org and do it. We'll talk about Miss Basketball on next week's show. We thank Dan Young again, and check out the podcast. We dive a little deeper more into this particular group of players. You can check it out, Michigan High School Hang Time, on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, and our social media platforms. Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that one of the fastest growing sports in the world is competitive gaming, otherwise known as esports. Several years ago, LTU recognized that the job market would soon demand professionals in coding, graphic arts, and other skills. Graduating with a Lawrence Tech degree in game art gets you prepared for a variety of professions in one of the most fun and challenging fields in technology. For the third straight year, LTU has partnered with State Champs Esports by hosting a postseason tournament to determine the League of Legends Great Lakes champion. And LTU has stepped up by offering nearly $16,000 in scholarship money to the champs and other competitors. 16 teams will be invited to compete for the grand prize on Lawrence Tech's Southfield, Michigan campus. If you're in high school and want to start a League of Legends team, it's so easy. All you need is to find a teacher to be the coach and help represent your school. 5 players per team. Competition has already started. However, if you decide your team wants in, we can fit you in, but only for a very limited time. Don't delay. Go to statechampsesports.net and sign up right now.
Today we'd like to talk to you about the MHSA Student Advisory Council. The Student Advisory Council is a group of 16 student athletes from MHSA member schools which meets throughout the year and acts as the voice of Michigan's student athletes. In addition to serving as a sounding board for the MHSA Staff and Representative Council, Student Advisory Council members assist in the planning and execution of student leadership events such as captain's clinics, sportsmanship summits, and the Battle of the Fans. Council members have helped develop leadership training materials and videos which have been used nationally, and work with Michigan State University's Institute for the Study of Youth Sports on issues impacting high school sports. They also assist with trophy and medal presentations at MHSA tournaments, sometimes after actually playing in a championship game. For more information, visit MHSAA.com.
March is one of the best months in all of high school sports, and State Champs loves covering the state championships. We also love creating these new digital online shows with expanded highlights, interviews, and more. Following next weekend's hockey, gymnastics, and boys swimming finals, we continue our newly established tradition just for you, the fans. Like our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be notified when they premiere. Highlights of the girls basketball KLAA championship is the main event, and it's next.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying, because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4. Tiger on the prowl.
Flavor fanatics will do anything for our one-of-a-kind flavored crust pizza with meal deals for every budget.
Hungry?
Howie's!
Welcome back. A couple of teams that could meet for the girls basketball regional championship got together to first establish who will be this year's KLAA champs. Brighton taking on Wayne Memorial, this week's main event. Can't think of a better way to cap the girls basketball regular season than with the KLAA Girls Basketball Conference Championship 18-1 Brighton came in ranked 8th in the state in Division I. West Champs. Sophie Zykan puts her head down, sweet hook off the window. 12 of her team high 20 came in the first half. Bulldogs led 13-11 after the first. 17-2 Wayne Memorial, state semifinalists a season ago before falling to East Lansing. Ranked 2nd in the state East Division champs. The Miss Basketball hopeful Janae Terry starts the fast break. Dishes to the corner to Jaya Hicks, who stops and pops. It took until midway through the second quarter until Wayne grabbed its first lead. Several first-half lead exchanges were the story. Bulldogs, some nice ball movement. Elaine Hallinan wide open, see the three, be the three. Brighton trailed by 2, 32-30 at the break. Wayne Memorial, gunning for their 30th straight league win, opened the second half on a 10-1 run. The senior Terry the Theft in transition to the 10 for the lay-in. The 4-star Illinois signee had 16. Zebras dropped 61 on Brighton. Most a Bulldog team has given up in 79 games. Terry playing facilitator. Hicks from beyond the arc. Flush. 61-48 the final. Second straight KLAA Conference Championship. I'd say these two will meet again March 13th for a Division I Regional Championship.
Time now for the Great Clips Clip of the Week. Michael Fletcher of Flint Carmen Ainsworth is playing football at Michigan State next fall, but he can hoop as well. Hear the big two-hand slam against Grand Blanc. The Clip of the Week is presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
That's all the time we have for this week, but I can't stress it enough. Get ready for some terrific state championship editions of State Champs on our website, Facebook page, and our YouTube channel dropping later this week. We've got extended highlights and more for boys and girls bowling, competitive cheer, and the individual wrestling championships.
Trust us, it will be worth the wait. We'll see you next week.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926.